There is one fundamental truth about Mage. You need mana. It's kind of the whole point of the class after all. What's Mage without mana? Nothing more than a ranger without ammunition. And true, the Mage can't do anything without any mana at all, but what if we were to bring it as low as possible? All the way down to just one singular mana. Not one mana star, but one mana. Well, that is what I aim to find out, and just to fully embrace this challenge, we're going to play it as a class purist, meaning I am not allowed to use any kind of weapon or tool to kill enemies until I get my hands on my first weapon. Brian, can you come over here and kill the slime for me? Brian, thank you. No, Brian, Brian, come on, Brian, come on. The astute among you may notice two things. For one, I still have a mana star over here. The way this challenge works is that my mana is perpetually set to be at 1. Even if I have arcane accessories and armor that increase my max mana and this gauge grows, my max mana will never change to be more than 1. Secondly, you might know that there isn't a single weapon that only consumes 1 mana, but there is one that consumes only 2 mana in pre-hard mode. All right, want to sparking me? No, okay. But there's another chest, you know, right down here. So wand of spark, okay, no. The wand of sparking requires 2 mana to use. So how does this help us? With mana reduction. And fun fact about mana reduction, we don't need much to bring the wand of sparking to only 1 mana cost. All we need is a 1% reduction, and it'll round the mana cost of the wand of sparking to be only 1. Come hard mode, we'll need to focus a lot harder on mana reduction, but for now, we just need that 1. Let's not actually go any deeper, because we've already pretty much run out of where the wood chest will be. So let's go back up and see if we can find something on the surface. I will allow myself to use the Thorns effect of cactus armor for this run. There isn't quite enough cactus here, and although I could have gathered more, I ended up underwater with these 2 vultures above me, and I could not use these platforms to get them to leave, nor could I attack them in this purist run. Yeah, it's already night, so we'll just have to go underground. And we got zombies down here. Love that for us. Through the power of dumb, we were able to sneak past the zombies and make our way underground. See what gems we can get. I hate that we have a worm already. That's just not nice. We need to collect cobwebs while we're down here because the gem robes require we make a regular robe first. Of course, we also are going to gather the different ores. Not for a gem staff because none of them will be usable at any point in pre-hard mode, but the leggings will be helpful for defense, but the gem robe and a better pickaxe would be preferable. The first chest blessed us with a cloud in a bottle. Maybe we can even luck into finding a loom in one of these treasure rooms. Along this minecart track, we think our lucky RNG. Oh. Yeah, baby! Oh, did we get super lucky? Is this enough rubies for a ruby robe? I forget how many gems are needed for a robe, but I'm pretty sure 12 is enough. That wasn't even the best of it. There were 5 life crystals along this track. All right, well, if you just want to keep on going, we'll just ride this puppy for as far as it'll take us. I wish there was an ice chest somewhere. That'd be nice. Oh, here we are. Yeah, just you know, a short minecart track. This extra life will be massive in keeping me alive while we are incapable of using a weapon. This armored band of regen will also go a long way for that. With all the rubies we need, we still collect all the gems we see for the sake of making a grappling hook. To loot more treasure, we need to employ one of the biggest brain strats to loot more treasure in this glowing mushroom biome. But a little bit of brute forcing is definitely viable, but that's mostly because we're in classic mode. Why? Because I don't think a wand of sparking or frosting is capable of defeating the wall in higher difficulties. Is it possible? Maybe, and perhaps we'll figure that out as we go, but this challenge is more focused on seeing if it's possible to beat the game at all with just 1 mana, more than forcing it to its greatest extremes. Come on, there we go. Woo! We happened to find an extractinator in those chests earlier, so we'll collect silt as we go along and hope for a few lucky diamonds. With a biggie bank to save our money, we placed the extractinator, craft a ruby robe, half of what we need for this run to really get started. And as I look at the moon, hope springs eternal for obtaining the second necessary ingredient for this run to work. The next night is the night that the skeleton merchant can sell a wand of sparking, so we'll have to keep that in mind.
as we head into the next night.
The ever so unreliable Extractinator gives us 1 diamond and enough ore to make nothing and clog our storage. That's not to say it's not helpful, but that it's far from the savior of this run.
Let's see if we can find a celestial magnet or a horseshoe and a shiny red balloon. You know, if we could find all the things, lovely. Now, please don't have a Star Fury. That would not be nice. That's a Star Fury. Okay.
Only 1 island was found that wasn't a lake with a shiny red balloon.
We'll take the extra jump height. That'll help us dodging around enemies while we still wait to get our first weapon.
Nearly the entire skies on the left were explored at this point, and when we touched down, we landed near a chest which disappointed us by having an umbrella in it.
Can we get some more wooden That's already the ocean. Okay. Ooh, water walking boots. All right.
With another gravitation potion, we found 2 celestial magnets. Typically, this is helpful for Mage, but mana stars are actually meaningless for us, and so is mana regeneration of any kind. The only way we were able to enforce 1 mana in this run is by setting it to that number permanently, meaning there is no regen. If we can use a weapon, we can spam it infinitely, which is cool. Is that how it should work? Perhaps not, but that is how it does work. So strangely for this run, there are Mage accessories that won't be helpful to use, but that doesn't mean this accessory is useless, just the Celestial Cuffs tree. The Celestial Magnets we'll want to use later. And also, if you're wondering, mana potions do technically work and could allow me to use any magic weapon so long as I chug potions, but that defeats the purpose of this challenge, so no mana potions.
Wand of Sparking, it's not. Okay, we're so far not doing so hot in the whole finding our weapon department.
We continue to have no luck with treasure chests, but with the first living tree found, hope springs eternal. If only these were not some of the saddest living trees with only a singular regular chest inside containing another umbrella.
Not getting lucky today, boys. Are you? You're joking. You're joking. Hello. Hi, buddy. How's it going?
Absolute worst run to find this thing so easily.
It's worth money, so we're taking it to sell.
The Wand of Sparking has a 10% chance of being in a chest, by the way. With that in mind, and so many chests already looted, we head underground. During a specific phase of the moon, the skeleton merchant sells the Wand of Sparking, and if I'm not mistaken, my current knight is the right one, but I can't verify that until I have found the darn merchant. Only issue is, there's no really good way of finding the guy. I just have to hope that he spawns. A hunter potion could have helped prevent me from walking past him, potentially hiding in the dark caves, but we don't have any of those potions, so instead I use a Star Fury. I'm not using that as a weapon, so this is permissible. A ways into the night, however, we found a few hunter potions in a chest, but it was too late. Day came and we didn't find the skeleton merchant, and it'll take 8 in-game days before this phase of the moon will appear again. Before we spend the next couple hours sleeping and trying to find the skeleton merchant, let's check the surface again and hope we're lucky.
Ow! The odds are ever not in our favor. What is sparking?
Ideally, we'll find a second one of these so we can dual wield Wands of Sparking and inflict 2 kinds of fire debuffs. We don't have any luck with that, but
I have found 3 pairs of water walking boots in this world. What?
An essential part of this challenge, and most challenges I suppose, is the Tinker's Workshop. And now that we have a weapon, we can blow up shadow orbs and fight the goblin army when it decides to show up. And no, we can't bring the Vilethorn's mana down enough to use it. We look for another Wand of Sparking, and turns out there's 2 caves near spawn. No wand, but 3 aglets. We head to the tundra to grab enough ice to make ice torches to upgrade to a Wand of Frosting. We're going to use this thing for the foreseeable future. With this being classic mode and this being my final weapon until hard mode, there isn't actually much of a reason to not simply go and fight the wall as our first boss, but we're not going to do that. We'll just mine the elevator so we can find a few life crystals to obtain full health. There are also a few things we should definitely do in preparation for hard mode to make our life easier. First stop, the jungle, where we need to collect 5 nature's gifts. There are 5 total accessories that can be used with this thing. There's the Nature's Gift itself, Mana Flower, Magnet Flower, Arcane Flower, and Star Cloak that collectively can reduce our mana cost by 38%. It may very well take up all 5 of my accessory slots to use a weapon with 5 mana, but that's future me's problem. Now, let's get to work on raiding this jungle.
That's good. Grab potions. There we go. That'll get us a horseshoe. Might do a jungle armor build. Diamonds! This'll get us enough for the diamond robe. 16% reduced mana cost. All right, that gives us everything that we need. Though we do need to go back and get mana roses.
Not one rose was found this entire trip, but we did find a lucky horseshoe. And at this point, we should really be able to take out a boss like the Eye of Cthulhu. There's nothing we want from it. We just want to
beat our first boss. This should be easy enough and classic, right? Right.
It took a little longer, but with jungle armor in classic mode, this thing can barely hurt me.
First boss down. Awesome.
Feeling confident, we decided,
let's give Eater World a shot.
The pattern continues because the Eater deals almost 0 damage unless a head hits me. It's relatively easy to target just the heads with the wand, but at the same time, it takes long enough to kill that I didn't bother targeting any specific part of it and attacked whatever I could. In the end though, we were able to clear out the Eater without any trouble. It's weird, but pre-hard mode may very well be the easiest part of this run, even with me being stuck with a Wand of Frosting. But to use a weapon that isn't the Wand of Frosting, we need those Nature's Gifts. My issue with finding them is that I don't actually know what they look like. They always just end up in my inventory while I'm roaming around the jungle, so I've been straining my eyes looking at every plant I break to try and not be caught off guard when I get one.
Hey, we got a Nature's Gift. Hey, hey. Oh, is that it? Is that what it looks like? Hey, we know what they look like now.
We find one more Nature's Gift before getting the funny idea that we could take down Queen Bee. The bee gun is a weapon we could use in hard mode, but we'll be able to get the Crystal Storm at the same time, so there isn't exactly a point to collecting the bee gun. We just want to kill Queen Bee because we can.
I need to set you on fire. We're doing damage. Yay! Oh, she's so hard to hit. I have short range, and we love when you park yourself right there. We can take it. We can take it. Bees are actually hard to hit with the wand of sparking. My goodness. There we go. Bee's knees.
Nature's Gifts were nowhere to be found anymore, and the Goblin Army finally decided to invade. We did manage to collect a 4th Nature's Gift, which I think will be enough for this run, and we defeated the goblins. Now we can get the Goblin Tinkerer, find a blizzard in a bottle along the way, and start combining our accessories. We don't actually need mana flowers in pre-hard mode, so we can use all the utility accessories we like before defeating the wall. Speaking of, let's do a bit more prep before trying to defeat the thing with our Wand of Frosting friend. Scarab bombs and an ancient chisel would be nice to have on hand for future exploration of the world, particularly to make it easier to find the shimmer. We had no luck with the first tunnel, and now that it's night, we went to the dungeon to clear Skeletron without a second thought. This guy in classic mode is just too easy, and surprisingly, it didn't take too long either. The only things of use down here are the obsidian shield and alchemy table. Bridge construction commences, and we collect all the treasure we can because it's worth money. We're going to need a lot of money, as reforging will become necessary in hard mode. Bridge finish, let's take care of the last bit of prep before hard mode. Down a massive corrupt cavern, and a mere 7 scarab bombs later, and we find ourselves in the shimmer. Uneasy about our chances against the wall, we grab a bunch of potions. Set up campfires as we run to the far end of the arena and realize that we have everything we need for Terra Spark boots, other than, well, ice skates.
Where's some gosh darn treasure down here? So hello, Mr. Merchant Man. No wand of sparking. Darn you! Curse you, skeleton merchant! You didn't appear when I needed you. Oh, he's back. That was fast. I'd rather have avocado on pizza. I'd rather you get banished. Banned from the chat for that disgusting comment. Got our ice skates though, that's nice.
Now we just shimmer and equip Terra Spark boots, which also means we might as well reforge the thing. It costs a stupid amount of money, and we need money to reforge weapons primarily, so we'll take the first somewhat good reforge we get on the thing, and well, any other accessory.
Oh, come on. How am I only getting, I'm getting so much hasty, what the heck?
This is when I learned something really weird about the Wand of Frosting though.
That's weird. Oh, that's really weird. I have never seen that. Have you guys ever seen that before? It's reforging it to have no reforge. Oh, that is so weird. Is Deadly the best it can be? It is not going above that. It's not even getting like any mage ones.
Anyone know what's going on with that? I only ever saw 5 or 6 reforges. None of them were mage reforges, and we could reforge it to have no modifier at all. I didn't know that was possible. With it now barely stronger than it used to be, we take on the wall.
Actually, we can use a good bit of our thorns to do some extra damage here against the hungry. All right, now that the hungry are largely gone, we can do a whole lot more. I have learned that we can do some decent damage against the wall by jumping into just the eye with our thorns potion. This is a viable strategy only in classic mode. Look how fast this thing gets. It doesn't look like it's getting all that much faster. There we go, easy money.
With the beginning of hard mode comes a massive spike in the difficulty of this challenge, and demon altars that generated in the most annoying way possible were, well, a pain. It's like they're pretending to be crimson altars.
Oh wait, hold on, we got adamantite, palladium, and orichalcum. Oh, that's the perfect setup of ores you could have asked for.
Now we can mine the new ores, but we're hard focused on obtaining the Crystal Storm, so we head to the Underground Hollow.
Oh no, 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 oh no. Oh, I got cursed. Ah, no! The challenge of this challenge is starting to challenging.
Killing enemies with this pitiful wand is not easy, and with enemies like Chaos Elementals, it would be difficult to collect Souls of Light. Unless...
But just abuse lava to kill everything for us. Boom! Sometimes I scare myself with my own genius.
Of course, someone has to stop by to ruin the party.
Oh, hallowed mimic. I don't think that'll go very well.
Once we collected a number of souls and crystal shards, we started mining more hard mode ores, thinking the wizard might spawn while we do this, and we'll need full adamantite armor for its mana reduction anyways.
Ooh, wizard! Oh!
We need a bookshelf from the underworld to make the Crystal Storm.
Oh, free money! Oh, thank you.
Somehow when we craft the thing, we get the Adept Reforge with a minus 20% mana cost, which is not how low it even is in Mythical, but also that's not how low it goes for other mage weapons with the same reforge. We're encountering weird reforges, but somehow the Crystal Storm can have a lower mana cost than other weapons. Is it enough to bring it to just 1? No, but it's already down to 3 without any of the Mana Flower accessories. Equipping 2 of the ones I have brings it to
2 mana, very close.
This could create a somewhat large problem. I need at least 4 Mana Flower accessories equipped, which means we're going to need to farm mimics and biome mimics, both of which are incredibly tough and will require lots of farming that also requires defeating a great number of enemies. The Wand of Frosting could make this process the absolute worst, but we have an opt-out. With orichalcum armor, we can get a set bonus that does damage anytime we attack, essentially adding extra damage to our Wand of Frosting's attacks. There is one potential problem with orichalcum armor: it doesn't reduce our mana usage at all, meaning the Wand of Frosting is the only weapon we can ever use with this armor. It also means we should have to switch out an accessory for something that reduces mana cost, but the Crystal Ball reduces mana cost by 2%, which is all we need to bring the Wand of Frosting back to 1. This is going to help us massively with farming until we get what we need to be able to use weapons that cost up to 5 mana, like the Crystal Storm. Other weapons that use 5 mana include the Bee Gun, Bubble Gun, Leaf Blower, Magical Harp, and Razor Pine. Also Amethyst and Topaz Staffs, but we don't care about those. We're going to have to farm Corrupt Mimics for a Putrid Scent, and it takes about 3 minutes just to kill one of these things.
Chain Guillotine, dang it. Let's see, actually, let's see if we can get that Star Cloak first. That'd be better than a Putrid Scent.
How are we going to get a Star Cloak with the notoriously unreliable spawn rates of mimics? Well, I recently learned that if you mine out a large area that's low enough to have background wall on the surface, you can farm the wood versions of these things. There's ways to optimize that I'm not really sure how to do, but
there's one. Oh, that's promising. Okay. Give me a lucky Star Cloak. That would be great. Oh, we got Star Cloak on first try. Oh, we got some luck that we desperately needed.
We may have been blessed with that luck, but no more.
Chain guillotine again. Gosh darn it. Dart rifle. Okay. Oh my goodness, what? Is this drop from Corrupt Mimics right? Yeah, like a 20% drop from Corrupt Mimics. Okay, I'm not crazy. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness.
At long last, we can make the Arcane Flower, and with it, 3 other Mana Flower accessories and adamantite armor, we can use the Crystal Storm. And I think that's just about enough farming, so let's skip past the fishing needed to acquire the bundle of horseshoe balloons, have 1 free accessory slot due to the limits of classic mode, so we'll have lightning boots and these balloons as ready options. The balloons are primarily going to be a help because we're going to farm for an ancient horn that will give us the speed of lightning boots. That combined with a bundle of balloons, and we should be set to take on some bosses. Funnily enough, I needed more bones to make the prime summon and also plenty more souls that those mimics kept eating up. With an extension of the arena, we're going to take down the twins first so we can craft our next new weapon, the Magic Harp.
Apparently I ate something else. Oh, Blunker and mining potions. Whoops. Oh well. So far, it's not going too poorly. It's not going really poorly at all. We have lots of mobility with this mount and the jumps. Alright, we already almost got Spaz to second form. Oh, it's so much harder. Going to be so much harder to hit him though when he's shooting fire. Oh, then again, I have a little more range than I thought I did. Oh, we're good. We're good. It's a little later in the night than I thought it would be at this point. Come on, we gotta kill them maybe a little bit faster than this. Thorpin, come on. You only have so much time, Thorpin, come on.
With a few more attempted circles around Red Nazer, we take down our first mech boss and collect Souls of Sight. I thought the harp needed Souls of Light, but turns out it's Souls of Night. Went to farm the stuff when an enemy dropped a mechanical worm summon, but I already crafted one. That means I can simply shimmer the summon and get 6 Souls of Night out of 1 enemy drop. Very handy. Crafting the Magic Harp, it still costs 2 mana, but that's before reforging the thing, and turns out the harp can also get the 20% mana reduction with the Adept Reforge. But I swear other weapons don't also get this. Can anyone explain why some have higher buffs than others? Maybe it's so the buff actually does something, like if it was the normal buff amount, it wouldn't change anything on certain weapons, so they added some special exceptions or something. Using the harp, we can make quick work of the Destroyer and Skeletron Prime. With that, we head to the jungle, where we're going to collect Chlorophyte to make our build nice and weird again.
Okay. Wow, was that an easy Plantera bulb?
The Chlorophyte apparently has not spread at all because it was a pain to find. Using the ore, we make the Chlorophyte headgear, which reduces mana cost all on its own, without a set bonus. This then allows us to equip either the Diamond Robes or Mystic Robes, the Traveling Merchant sold earlier. Diamond Robes reduce our mana cost by 5% more, but the Mystic Robes also provide a 6% buff to damage a critical strike. With just the Mystic Robes, we have another 10% mana reduction over the Adamantite build, which is enough to open the door to weapons that cost a base 6 mana to use.
Oh, okay. Oh, it still works. Oh. Hot dog.
The only weapons that we can look forward to with this are the Laser Machine Gun and Bat Scepter, but both are solid options. More Chlorophyte had to be mined, of course, for better leggings. Not sure there are leggings that reduce mana cost on their own. Before fighting Plantera, I want to give Dufishron a shot. He, of course, drops the Bubble Gun, which costs 5 mana, a strong weapon that we can use while also equipping other better gear if so desired. Do I need to beat him now? No, I just want the weapon, and since I'm in Classic, I figured this would be simple enough to win. And although this is probably quite possible, I wasn't able to make my current setup work consistently enough to defeat the thing. Plus, it was taking absolutely forever, and why would I waste my time farming this thing when we could just as easily take down Plantera and follow progression order more properly? And since it is Classic mode, we didn't need a very big arena.
Oh wow, there's almost none of the little clingy dudes. Oh.
The leaf blower is another weapon we could use from Plantera, but we did not get any luck with that dropping. Maybe we'll farm for it later, but something much stronger and worthwhile to farm for is the Razor Pine. Turns out, however, Dungeon Spirits spawn much less often in Classic mode, so farming for enough of them to make a naughty present was an actual pain. On the bright side, I did get what I needed to make the Master Ninja gear. Not sure I'll use it, but at least it's an option. We need to wait for night, so I headed to the jungle to try and find some elusive life fruit. Ended up fighting Plantera, but still no leaf blower. Also didn't find a single life fruit. Starting to wonder if Classic mode reduces the rate at which those appear, because apparently Classic mode wants to make it a lot more annoying to farm for these things. But the game did show us some mercy, because once we defeated the first ever scream of the first Frost Moon.
Oh my goodness, we got so lucky.
This is a massive upgrade over the harp and allows us to much more easily take down Duke Fishron for a bubble gun. Even the Razor Pine could carry us the rest of the way, but the bubble gun does do more damage and could be pivotal to our success. Before the gun dropped though, we got Fishron wings. With the soaring insignia not being available in Classic mode, this isn't as big a deal as it could be, but maybe it'll be helpful. It took 7 attempts to get the bubble gun, and I have already farmed enough that I was about to give up and brute force the Razor Pine the rest of the run.
And oh, bubble gun in the last try. Let's go.
But the impatience I now felt kept me from waiting for the Martians, because after maybe a minute, I concluded they'd never show up for me because the Martian probes just never spawn for me. Even with Blood Moon, Battle Potion, Water Candles, mob spawn increases all up the wazoo, I never get the darn probes to spawn when I want them to unless I'm sitting around for a half hour. So instead, we're just going to defeat Golem real quick. Just need to find the jungle temple. Now, I'm not afraid to admit it, but I lost the first battle against Cultists. No joke, Classic mode is actually tougher than I remember at this stage of the game. In particular, when my entire build is made specifically for reducing mana costs, I only have mid-range weapons, and my mobility is tied to a jumping lizard. But this worked out in my favor, because while I slept away for the Cultists to spawn again...
Wait, Martians? Actually, hold up. Yeah, we'll take that, sure.
I desperately need to collect the Cosmic Car Key. A flying mount would allow me to use all the mana reduction accessories I have or change out some of them for damage. This could be a game changer. I just need to defeat the saucers.
Get shredded. Oh, wait, hold up. Health. Come in range. Oh, come on. Laser machine gun, we can actually use that! Oh, I totally spaced on that! But I'm crashed. Oh, it needs to be, okay, we need to reforge it. That's fine. No! No! Oh, we got another one, yes! Yes, come on! Cosmic Car Key me. Please! Please! Oh, come on. And we're gonna die. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Oh! Heal. There we go. Okay. How did we dodge all of that? What? There we go. Oh, man! Oh, wait, we're at 96. They haven't been defeated, you lying game! We got one more! Come on. I'm a little out of range. There we go. Okay. I just fly up, get him. There we go. And we got the car key! That changes everything.
The thing with the laser machine gun too, because of how this mana thing works, I can use this thing without ever stopping, making it a bit stronger than it normally would be, but hey, I'm not able to have any of the other great mage things I'd usually have, so I think it evens out. Spamming laser machine gun, among other weapons, brings us to the final boss of Terraria, with only 1 mana.
This thing's slower than the witch's broom? My goodness. I am not putting any distance between us. I got it. Oh, man, so close! And the arms dealer standing over the nerves. Thanks. Thanks! Oh my goodness! Oh, I forgot to heal. Oh, I forgot to use my potions. Okay, at least that's good. Why can't I use it? Oh, I didn't use the crystal ball. I can't use the laser machine gun. Oh, we need to drop. We need to drop in fast. Whoop! Woo! Way too close. Oh, oh, we got, okay. No. Yes, okay. Get out. Oh, that figures. Oh, but we got it. Okay, we got it. Oh, that figures. Oh, come on. Yeah, we got this. It's a little bit more. Whew. Come on! There we go! Oh, we did it! Terraria's Mage with only 1 mana!
Am I necessarily proud of my performance? No. And you know what? I might have made this challenge a lot more challenging in many ways by not playing on expert mode, but if you want to tackle that challenge, then maybe you can try it on your own or on your own time. But before you do that, this video is actually being done in collaboration with Chief Logan. If you enjoyed this video, you'll likely enjoy his video where he defeated Calamity with not 1, but 0 mana.